Danny, sit down, have a drink. Calm
Is it fun working in Emmerdale, Danny?
As you can see, yeah, we don't stop laughing. Yeah, no, it's great. It's a great job, but it's emotional. God. Yeah.
I mean, every storyline you've got has been so emotional since the start, really.
Yeah, I think I made a bed for myself after the first crying scene. I thought, oh, well, he can do it, so just keep throwing stuff. But no, I mean, he's had a really up and down road for the last sort of 7 years. I can't believe how quick he's gone. My ear's still ringing from Pauline's slap as well.
Oh. How do you learn to switch off? Because you must spend like half your life being that character, and then to have to just to be normal, that's got to be so hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, you're working 7 till 7, like Monday to Friday there, and it is difficult. But this story in particular, I think it's because I've kind of, as Aaron's kind of gone, and I've kind of grown with him. So kind of, I feel a little bit for him.
Do you think,
even though it's, you know, it's fictional? But,
I mean, it must be difficult to say, but out of all your storylines, would you say this one is the most difficult that you've done now?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, because I think there's certainly with kind of everything that's come out about the historic sex cases that are still coming out now, that, you know, there's a duty there for us as a channel to kind of get it right and research it properly, and that's kind of, I feel, what we've done, and you know, this is happening to people as we speak, and it's so unfortunate that,
do you feel a bit haunted almost by this storyline?
I wouldn't say haunted. I definitely feel affected by it. I think, as I say, you know, it's a young lad that I feel I know a little bit, and sort of reading.
Well, you're him more than you're you.
Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, yeah, that is true. I'm not always crying though. But no, I mean, you know, I just feel like I've kind of grown with him a little bit, and because of it, they kind of pitched this storyline, and it was so real that, you know, I kind of got choked up listening to the way they were describing it, and then the twist at the end, which was. I mean, the channel ITV wanted to make sure that he was given the worst kind of punishment he can for such a disgusting act, that, you know, they wanted to do it. But I never saw the twist at the end coming, and we found out sort of weeks before, really, that they decided to kind of kill him off.
Once again, you've been nominated for 3 soap awards.
Yeah.
Rightly so. What is it? Best actor?
Yeah.
What are the other 2?
Well, I mean, yeah, that's kind of the award I've been nominated for, but rightly so, the show and...
Oh, Emmerdale, yeah, but you're nominated for best...
as well, so I mean, that's testament to the researchers and the writers who've just worked tirelessly to make sure it's done properly. So,
I went to the first ever soap awards, and my goodness, it was wild.
Yeah, it always
I think I had a hangover for about 10 days. Is it still as wild?
Well, I get the hangover in the actual awards ceremony.
I know you get that first glass of wine.
They just ply you with wine and with beer, and you just drink, and then you get into the actual, you know, the auditorium to do the awards, and you just sort of sat there and my head's gone like, you know.
Actually, I remember looking back, because you've got that weird thing, haven't you? We've got all the soaps together, all sitting right next to each other. It's very competitive, but you said there's this almost like hungover feeling. It's quite bizarre.
Who is the competition then for Best Actor?
I know Danny Dyer's up for it. I speak to Danny quite a lot, so I know Danny's up for it, but I'm not too sure on the other lads. But I mean, you know, I'm amongst the shortlist, and that'll do for me. Anything's a bonus from there on in. So.
But it would mean a lot, wouldn't it?
Obviously.
So
I mean, it'd be great.
You play as if you're gay.
Yeah.
So what was it like when you first had to kiss a gay guy?
Straight in there.
Of course I am. Do you prefer a bit of bristle or smooth? No, seriously, what was it? Was that difficult?
To be honest with you, it's a lot like this. You know, you
we don't kiss these lot.
No, what I mean
think
is...
what you meant is you've got bristle.
No, what I mean is there's kind of like 30, 40 people stood behind the camera watching, so regardless of the sex, like, there's always that pressure of, like, you know, you don't want to get weird about it and start, you know, making people feel uncomfortable and stuff. So it's just kind of, you know...
But in life, do people taunt you for it, as if they think you really
It's the most asked question. Yeah, it's definitely the most asked question. If I had £1 for it, I'd, you know, 150, 160 quid.
I mean, the thing is, it's just awkward to put your lips on somebody's lips that you don't fancy, isn't it? So, whether it's male or female...
Yeah, let's have it.
When you're talking idea about Botox. Would you ever do? Not that you need it.
You don't need
No,
it.
don't let
Thanks.
her
Got a
start on you.
couple
I'm
of
just planning you, innit? Would you ever do that?
I'm a big believer of I'll live till whatever age and I'll age
He needs
the way nature
expression.
is.
He's an actor.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
exactly.
It's true.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, I mean, you know, it's each their own. But it's not really mine.
But ban your armpits.
No. I mean, I have heard of that. A friend of mine sweat quite a lot, and he had the Botox.
Haven't you done
and
topless photos?
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, back in the day.
Would you get it all out for attitude?
No way. No, definitely not.
Some pretty fabulous guests here on Loose Women. There's plenty more where that came from. Just click here to watch more interviews with a whole range of famous faces. And click here to subscribe. It's free, so you'd be silly not to, really.
We're going to be back. Both my boys, Ross and Steve, Phil and Grant and myself, are back, and sadly for Peggy's funeral, but you know, I'm glad we're all back together, and it's a great honour to be asked to go back and to send.
And is it
Barbara's
just a
character
one-off,
off.
or might you be coming back
It's a one-off at the
permanently?
moment because our boss Dominic's leaving. We've got a new boss stepping in, so hopefully the new boss will take me up on the mantle as a full-time character. When I
Do you
come back.
feel-
I'd
I'd like to go back.